it is Drew here and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video that is a recreation of the second most viewed video on my channel, which is how to pose for photos. And I did this video a long time ago, honestly just kind of doing it because I got a lot of questions about it and it kind of blew up. It has over 1 million views now and a lot of you guys liked the tips in that video, so I thought I would do an updated one with 10 tips because in the last one I just sort of gave like very generic ones. This one has 10 tips in it and I'm really excited because I think you guys are gonna love it. Also, by the way, I hope that my hair looks okay. Honestly, this is like the third day I've been wearing my hair and I don't do that kind of stuff, but I really just don't want to go do it. And so my hair looks a little crispy and crusty, that's why. Also, before I hop into these tips and hacks, I do want to mention that my DIY channel already has 2 DIYs up on it, so if you want to go check them out, you can definitely do so. I posted one on Thursday and then I think one's going up today as well as you view this video. It probably went up right before this video did, so definitely go check those 2 out. I will link the channel in the description box below. It's doing amazing already and I'm so excited. If you're not already following me on Instagram, my Instagram is @I'mDrewScott. I'll put it on the screen for you guys and I'll also let it scroll through a bit here just so you can get a style of my posing and my editing and stuff, but definitely follow me over there. I post every single day, and if you like fashion, style, home, any sort of that stuff, I post all about it all the time. Jumping into number 1, this is one that I like to use a lot when I'm taking photos, mainly against walls, but I also realize it kind of works when you're out in the open too, and that is to just stand on your tippy toes when you're taking the photo, which sounds so weird, like is it gonna make the photo look odd or something? But if you're taking a photo from directly straight on and you just stand a little bit higher, elevate yourself, it actually lifts you and elongates your legs so much. You start looking at your favorite like Instagram fashion people, you'll notice that a lot of them actually tilt their feet up a little bit. You could stand just on the balls of your feet, the very tippy top of them, just a little bit, slightly push them up. And I also do this when I'm on the wall as well. So if I'm posing against a wall, like a backdrop or something like that, I will just put my heels against the wall and sort of elevate myself, push myself up a little bit so your foot's not flat, it's more like this. I find that it looks pretty nice, and I'll try to find like some other Instagrammers and insert their photos on the screen so you can get an idea of what I'm actually talking about. Walls are your best friend. So a lot of the times you might take Instagram photos against walls. I highly suggest when you're taking phone photos at least to take them against a wall because you're really not going to get that depth of field that a camera gives you when you're out in the open. And the great thing about walls is you can lean on them, which gives you such a casual posing vibe. So that's exactly what I do when I'm posing on a wall. Sometimes I'll do what I said in the prior tip, but sometimes I'll also just lean on the wall. So I will just put my shoulder against it, lean on it, and then the photo can be taken from directly straight on, or like the photographer will come all the way and like lean on the wall as well. So they'll be leaning on the wall and you'll be leaning on the wall, and they'll take it so it's going down the wall, if that makes sense. I went out and filmed quite a bit of overlay clips for this to give you guys great examples because I really wanted you to see exactly what I'm talking about. Action shots really perform well on Instagram, I noticed, when you are walking or doing something that's not just standing still. So action shots are really easy to achieve as well, and something that I do that a lot of people don't know, because I shoot with Instagram people all the time and a lot of them just continue to walk down the street and like take photos. All you need to do to take an action photo is just repeat your steps. So which sounds so weird, but you're just gonna step in front of you, step behind you, step in front of you, step behind you, and you're just gonna repeat that. It's a little bit more self-explanatory when you see exactly what I'm doing for this pose on the screen, but this is a great way to get like more of an action shot. It looks like you're walking, and every photo is just gonna look like you're actually taking a step, but you're staying in that same spot. So you can really find a spot that works well for you, and you don't have to like walk for 10 feet and walk back and forth and try to get a shot. Tip number 4 is to always do something with your hands or your arms, because you're not gonna really want them just to like hang down unless that's the vibe you're going for, but I always find that it's nice if you're doing something. So some of my go-to things with my hands and arms are just to cross my arms, put my hand behind my head like this, which sort of gives you like a more effortless vibe, and I'll like close my eyes and go like, oh my gosh, like the sun's in my eye. I always do this as well, where I put my arm over and just hold my arm here. I don't exactly know what this is, but I think it just makes it look a little bit more cutesy-esque. I don't know, as long instead of like keeping your arm straight down, you're just like holding your arm like this. It kind of makes it look a little bit more casual and just like effortless and playful. Maybe even going through some of your favorite Instagram accounts that do those types of poses and just bookmarking them. That way you have a little idea of other things that you can do next time you're taking your photos. Hack number 5, which this I've talked about so many times on my channel, so I don't really want to go into depth on or in depth too much on this tip, and that is just to have your photographer get lower. So what that means is a lot of the times like the pose can be great, but sometimes the photographer is the problem. The person taking the photo, always have them like crouch down a little bit or squat and take the photo at a bit more of an angle. So a lot of times you're taking a photo like this, but if they just tilt their phone a little bit like this and bring it down lower, it's gonna actually elongate the body a little bit and give more of an illusion of a heightened feel, which I think looks a little bit more flattering. There are so many people I know who are literally 5 foot tall, but when they get lower and angle their photo like this, they look like they're 6'3". It's crazy. Just do it one time and let yourself know if you like it or not. Another little tip with this is sometimes when they are at a lower angle, a lot of people think that they're gonna have a double chin, which is very true. So make sure to always look down at the camera and sort of extend your neck a little bit. As long as you extend your neck and you're not holding it back and pushing it down for a double chin, if you extend it and look down a little bit, in person it might look a little bit weird, but in photos you're not going to tell because it's very flat, so you're not going to be able to tell that you're extending your neck. Tip number 6 is for somebody that maybe isn't feeling themselves. So this sometimes happens with me. If my face is just looking busted that day, or if my hair's looking crusted that day, I will just do a walking pose like what I talked about I think in one of the earlier tips, and I will just look down. So I'll just look down and do a walking pose, maybe even like just like adjust my hair a little bit, go like this, cover your face. That's such an easy way to get a photo if you're liking your outfit or you just want a photo to post in general but you're not feeling yourself. So that's what I will do. I'll just like look down, adjust my hair, adjust my sunglasses is a great one as well to like pull them up or do whatever you want to do and sort of go like this. It just will hide your face, which I know that is not the point of this video, is hiding yourself, but it's just like something, if you guys are not feeling yourself but you like your outfit, just try that next time. Tip number 7 sort of plays on a couple of the first tips that I was talking about, and this is something that I realized later on in the video I was filming that I do a lot, so I wanted to integrate it as well. So a lot of the times when I'm taking outfit photos, I will pose in a way where one of my legs, like essentially it's my right leg, is more extended and pushed out in front, and my left leg is sort of mounted in the back. So that's what I always find looks the best for me, and that's what I always tend to pose as, and the photos that I typically post a lot of, those are the ones that I like the most. So I will just like stand there with my left foot down, my right foot will be pointed out almost like it's like pointed like this on the ground, and I'm touching the ground like this, and it elongates that whole leg, but it also like creates a flow with the photo, so you can kind of follow the shoe, the leg up all the way to the face. It's not very like chopped off or cut. I find that that makes it a little bit more free flowing. You sort of have like a little bit of an angle and a curve to follow, which is nice. Try a sitting down photo. A lot of people don't realize this, but you can sit down in photos and get a really cool photo as well. So sometimes when I don't like all my standing photos, or my outfit's a little bit odd in photos, like sometimes you can just get odd proportioned clothing pieces that look strange in standing pictures, but you can take a sitting photo and it will look perfectly fine. So find an area to sit in, sit on a curb, sit on a bench, sit somewhere, sit on a hill, on a rock, whatever you want. Like I find that sitting photos can add a nice little touch to your Instagram as well. Sometimes I forget that and I just have everything standing. Number 9 is a question I always get asked, and that is how to take like easy moody photos, because these can be hard. More editorial moody shots can be really tricky for like the everyday person that is not like some insane model such as myself. These photos, after a little bit of practice, you'll definitely get used to it, and it might be a little odd posting them at first, but once you do it, like everyone's gonna love them. So what I do for moody photos, a lot of the times I will take these in direct sunlight because you get those harsh shadows, which I think adds a really nice element, more of like an editorial touch to an iPhone photo. So I'll take them in harsh sunlight. Another thing that I like to do is I will like shade the harsh sunlight. So this is a great way. You can get like a shaded look. The hand goes across your face, adds a really cool mood to it. Closing your eyes also I think adds a very moody photo, or moody touch to your photo. So I kind of touch my face a lot when I do moody pictures, which sounds weird, but I think that it adds like a really nice element to the picture, and it gives it like a little bit more of like that moody, subdued, like what are they thinking, what are they doing vibe. I also find that photos like these taken at really strange angles work really nicely. So you can have the photographer get really low and take a half body, which is exactly what I did for this set of photos here. So I had my photographer just get very, very low. And honestly, when I say my photographer, this is just my friend I was hanging out with that day. So when you want an Instagram photo, like just ask a friend. It's not rocket science here, you know? So last hack, which is hack number 10, is not about posing, it's not about standing, it's not about taking the photo. This is an editing tip that I actually learned through a friend, and I really love the way that it looks. So you can use the straighten feature, which they have it on VSCO, they have it on Instagram. Use the straighten feature and really skew your photos a lot. So your photo's gonna be like this. Use the straighten feature, you can actually tilt it like this or like this. I really, really love tilting my photo a lot, and it will kind of create a whole new pose and an entire new like angle of your photo, which it sounds really weird and it sounds like a dumb feature that I'm telling you right now, or a dumb tip, but when you try it out, if you have a kind of a boring photo, it's just like on a white wall, you're standing there or something, if you put it in there and tilt it a lot, it's just gonna add so much more interest to the photo, I found. And I do this a lot now. I used to love perfectly straight lines, but I'm totally fine with that skewed, very effortless, like random-esque look of a photo. So guys, that was my posing tips and hacks video for you, and I hope this gave you so much information. I personally think that it gave you a lot. If you're not really into taking pictures of yourself, I hope that this can give you like the confidence and a little bit of background knowledge on how to take a photo next time you're out and about and you like your outfit, because just do it, guys. Just do it and post it. It's gonna be amazing. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at I'm Drew Scott. I'll put it on the screen for you. And also check out my DIY channel. It's brand new, but without further ado, you can subscribe as well. I love all these promos I'm doing. I love a self promo. But I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.